oh, she's so hot. I wish I could hit that rock with you, baby. Welcome back to another episode of the SLCT podcast. It's your boy Joe, and I'm here.
It's the sun god in the mall. What's up?
And this is episode number 9. Number fucking 9. We in the building, baby. What you know about number 9? Who with number 9 is lit? Drew Brees. Matthew Stafford with number 9. He just won a Super Bowl.
Shout outs to that homie.
But the nigga Joey B, he with number 9. He lost the Super Bowl.
It's a lot of number 9s.
They was both living in 2 different universes.
Shout out to number 9 Kids Next Door.
Yo, number 9 Kid Next Door. Just that show in general.
Yeah, I was about to say that show definitely. When I watched that shit, I wanted to be a kid spy. Like I was in the house crafting tools, trying to like, yeah, I could do this.
You know what's crazy? I had this little got this little spy thing through like the book fair type shit. It was like a little thing you could sign up to, and they sent me some like some spy gear, and it was like you could put something in another room. It was, I forgot what it was. It was something small that you put in another room, and like you could listen to other people type shit, and then they had a rock that you could stash something in, but like you could slide underneath the rock type shit. So like the rock could be perfectly blended in, but they had like a flat surface that you could just slide and just...
Was that a part of, I don't know if you remember, like the Spy Gear series toys, was that a part of that, or it was just like some random spy?
I don't even know what the fuck that is, Spy Gear series.
Nah. It was Spy Gear's toy. It was a toy line of spy like devices. For instance, it would be like, yeah, you put a laser right here, and when someone crosses the laser, it's gonna make an alarm sound. And it was, I can't remember any of the other.
This was like in school?
Nah, this was on TV. This was like in Toys R Us.
No,
on TV.
No, bro. I don't fucking think so. It was like a membership. Like they'll send me shit every month type shit.
Oh, true.
And they like, it was like different levels. So like, I got the introductory joint, and then you had to pay for the second one type shit. You know, and keep going on.
Stuff like that was always cool.
Yeah.
The monthly subscriptions, or like the weekly. We had this one thing. I vaguely remember. It was so long. It was probably like when I was 7 or 8. But they would send us like these weekly like Bible pamphlets, and it would tell like a story, and then it had like little activities you do. You do it, and you would mail it back out. They send you a next one, and then like they'll give you a badge of completion after doing so many. That shit was cool.
And Ghost, and we used to get the book of the months.
Yeah.
Them stories used to be so fucked up. It's like when I look back at it, it was like they would always have like the Bible lesson in it, but it was so easy to just be influenced by bad shit. You know what I'm saying?
Which ones did you read?
I don't even know the names of them.
I've only read The Bully and the Gun, because they were like they were a sequel. The first one was The Bully, and the second one was The Gun.
Wasn't the Gun about like they was in Detroit, right?
I can't remember the setting.
Nigga, you ain't read the book.
Nigga, that shit was fucking 10, 12 years ago. More than that. But ultimately, The Bully was about a kid that just moved to the neighborhood. He was getting bullied at school. He took like wrestling classes or like boxing classes and shit, and then got to the point where he was able to fend off his bully in front of everyone. That's a very short way of putting it. And then The Gun was about the bully, from the bully perspective, like him being broke and coming up in like an abusive household, and like him being cool at school was the only thing he had. And now this kid took it away from him, so he went and got a gun and was like, yeah, I'm about to fucking
kill his nigga.
Yeah.
Taking my shine, fool. Hey.
It's my school. I run these halls.
That was like the typical '90s high school movie. And bro, I feel like we had this conversation so many times, but like 2005, 2007, CGI wise and like animation wise, we wasn't as advanced, and I could say we could have did better. But far as like cinema, we did a good job, bro. Like,
You mean as far as graphics?
yeah, like quality of like the film and shit, like cameras, effects.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. You definitely have
I'm gonna just say
misfires, but
just cut it off from when we graduated, 2014.
2014.
Just cut technology off there, and I feel like we could have been good, and we could have just started focusing on other things to fix the world instead of like keep making things to people to make people consume it and shit.
Well, you saying like the advancement of technology in general?
Yeah, like as a society, we could like, all right, we made it. We could keep getting better, but like y'all smart motherfuckers trying to do something else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, you know, that was a really good time. The E5420 was the standard model in the business world, and I love that machine, by the way. It's so awesome, has everything you need, and it still stands up today, in my opinion. When we graduated, iPhone 5 was probably like iPhone 5, right? iPhone 5. That's when like we just got the SE. We had like, or that's like around SE time, the colorful backs.
yeah, it was like fucking 5C, some shit like that.
Yeah, you're right.
Those,
It's like I'm trying to justify it, but it's like I don't know. I still like what we have today.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Them phones was so champ, bro. Like
they gave wavy energy.
it was just like they did, bro. They was the wavies. Like
It was the wavy.
If you
phones.
had a 5C, most likely you was a tryhard. Sorry, no. I never had a 5C, but
it was a cool concept. I don't know why I didn't. You know what it was? It was a lighter version of a phone that already came out.
Yeah, and
then they just try to like make the black cool. Like, yeah, look, it's your favorite color though.
Bruh, pretty much they made a Android style phone with an iOS software and had a colorful background. Like that's what the fuck it was if you really think about it.
Bro, speaking of phones, iPhones in high school, did you ever see that fake ass iPhone I had?
Bruh, no.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. It was like this Chinese manufactured. We was calling it the iPhone FAS. iPhone fake ass shit. Like it was terrible, bruh. It was terrible. You could stick your SIM card in there, stick your SD card in there. It worked.
I had the fake ass like iPod. It was like MP3 Apple iPod.
I was about to say the MP3s looked like iPods, but I don't know, for me, thinking back at the time, I didn't really think of it as like a bootleg. It was just like, this is obviously not an iPod, but it still has the same function. So this is just a generic MP3
I knew that shit was like a knockoff of an iPod.
Like it had Apple on the back and shit.
No, it didn't have Apple on the back, but like when I look at the software, like on the, like when you try
it was modeled. Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Like, yeah. And I remember we was in 7th grade, and I was at Pentagon, and I forgot who I seen, and it was like one girl was like, "Oh, you got an iPod?" And I was like, "Yeah." She like, "Oh, you think?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got an iPod." And then I left, and I was like, "You don't got an iPod." You thought it was, but fuck Nick.
I went to this retreat with my church one time, and they gave us all raffle tickets, and they had these afternoon events where they'd do something on stage for entertainment, and then they'll pull raffle tickets, and they called my ticket. I'm like, oh, bet they called my ticket. So I actually, the funniest thing is, I didn't have a Bible with me, and I wanted a Bible. I was like, yes. That was the standard thing. Like, if you did, they had like, yeah, laptop, iPod, but it was amongst a bunch of other tickets with Bible. But I was like, perfect. I just want a Bible. That's all I want. Nigga reached in the bag. I grabbed the ticket. I dropped it. Picked up another ticket. Pulled it out. iPod shuffle. It was like, hey, iPod shuffle.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. The church, man. We got the iPod. And you know what's crazy? It was like that for me. Like, I wanted to get it was something on the chain that I wanted, but I was like, I just want that fucking Diet Coke pillow. And it was like a Pepsi. When I say a Pepsi, I'm burnt. It was like a Diet Coke, like a fucking like a decent sized pillow, and I just got the drink. And I went back and I was like, I'm lit. I still got the drink to this day. So it's like,
it's a memento.
Yeah.
From the time you won.
I was playing about that.
Did you in school? Did you ever have to do those not have to? They don't make you have to do it, but the little pizza sign off pizzas and get like prizes for how many pizzas you sell. Never did that. Did they ever offer it?
Yeah. Like the little fundraisers?
Yeah. Did Nedio come to your school?
Nah.
The yo-yo people?
I mean, they probably did, but I just never paid them niggas no attention. Like, I don't remember pizza, but it always was like on some, definitely like the cheesecakes and all that shit, the cakes, cookies. And then it was like selling other shit. I forgot.
I remember one time I did some book fair shit. It was some show like that. I was supposed to get a magic set, and that joint never came. I was so mad. I was so disappointed. I followed all the steps. What happened? Bamboozled me.
Damn, bro. You heard about everybody mad at Cam Newton?
You know about what?
They mad because he in the interview on like the Gilly and Wallow podcast, I forgot like $1 million a game. They was talking, and he was explaining the difference between like a bad bitch and a woman type shit, and he was saying like a woman know how to hold her own and like know how to like to cater to a man, know how to let a man lead, and know how to be quiet when she needs to type shit. And then it's like everybody's upset, and he was like a bad bitch, just like, oh, I'm a boss bitch, but he can't cook and can't do the things that he was explaining a woman could be. And I'm like, I don't see the problem. Like, everybody, they mad because they saying, oh, women need to know how to cook, and women need to know how to let a man lead, and know how to be quiet. And it's like, yeah, like, in certain situations, like, say, like, you have a family with a woman, right? You have kids. At the end of the day, you could discipline your kids and you could have a conversation with your kids type shit and discipline them how you want to. But like the mother is low key in charge of that like, type shit. She leads in a different way that you can. She can emotionally connect to these kids the way that they need to, the way that you can. Not saying that you can't, but like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
So it's like the woman leads in the house in different ways that the man can't. The woman leads outside the house in different ways the man can't. Like most of the time, like when people go on business dates, like they go to network, they wife, they don't want to be closing the deal sometimes. So it's like I don't see the problem here. Like
the problem is people taking offense. People taking offense to the truth, honestly. I mean, I don't know all that Cam Newton said. I never seen the clip, but like just riding off what you said. Like if you don't understand, like if you're and it just all feeds back into never have an example and stuff like that. But at some point, you gotta realize that men and women are like yin and yang. It's the perfect example. Men and women are like yin and yang, and fucking like the two come together like all on some opposites attract shit and to make balance of shit. Like you said, like it doesn't make any sense. If I'm in a unit, if we're in a group, it makes zero sense for the women to be out hunting, and for me to be, like I don't know, nurturing the children. Don't get me wrong, I could nurture a child,
yeah,
but I'll be a way more successful hunter than my woman would. Yeah. Most likely, and don't get me wrong, and this is where people like to bring up the outliers of like, oh yeah, but here's a TikTok of some Russian woman shoveling ice or some bullshit like that, and it's like, don't get me wrong, yeah, there are exceptions, but like the exceptions to the rule doesn't shun away the ultimate argument.
Yeah, and it's just sad that like people can't agree to disagree nowadays. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, everybody feels so important on the internet. And it's like, yo, like, the most entitled generation of all time. Like, this would a nice household get you after generation, after generation, after generation. Like, people don't realize the struggle. A lot of people don't fucking understand that shit. And then a lot of people that are in the struggle are fucking like consuming some other bullshit that they've been fucking programmed to believe type shit, and it's just like it's never in a cycle, bro.
It's the white man fault I ain't never go to class and fail high school.
Nah, for real, it's the white man fault, man. I'm telling you, man. That nigga, he told me don't go to class. I was gonna be famous. I was gonna be a rapper.
The white man fault I ain't never take my SATs or they go to college.
You know what's crazy? I never took my SAT. Did you?
Fuck no. I ain't take that shit.
I low-key was curious about like what my score would be.
I remember when they called to take that shit, and I just didn't want to go. But I wouldn't blame the white man if I was broke and not in school.
Like,
it was my decision.
The only way I was gonna go to college if I was playing sports. And then it was just like the shit that was happening, like me getting put out and all that other shit. It just didn't work that way. So like, I kind of knew I wasn't going to college.
You know what's so crazy? It's so interesting because 9th and 10th grade was just like, ninth grade just felt like extended middle school, and then 10th grade was just like, nigga, I'm here, like, I'm in this joint. This is cool. I got friends. I got a girlfriend. It was a heavy emphasis on my social life, like school. When at 10th grade, school wasn't even like schoolwork. When I say schools, it wasn't even a thing. Like, it wasn't even a worry. It was not. It was. I mean, don't get me wrong. I did my work. I passed my grades. My teachers considered me to be bright, but it was just not my main focus. And then 11th grade hit, and then everyone just started talking about college and college and college and college. And then that's around the time I started having dreams. My teeth were falling out. Every night I have a dream my teeth was falling out, and I wake up, check my mouth. I'd be like, all right, but I looked it up, and it was like, cause you're worried about the imminent future, and it was cause I was like, shit, I don't know, like, I never actually thought about it. I just kind of just been like in girlfriend mode, PDA mode, so that shit just fucked up my train of thought. Oh yeah, 11th grade, then 12th grade hit, and it was just like, yeah, bro, I gotta make some shake. But my main thing was I was never taking out a loan and going broke for school. I couldn't do it.
That was low key my, like, that's what it came down to me. It was like I could go, but it's not looking like it. But motherfucking for me, like, ninth grade was my social year. That was my social year. Like, I was fucking with seniors, juniors, sophomores, and then freshmen. It's like, but then like 10th grade, that's when I got put out and shit, and it was just like, damn. But like the crazy thing, I failed every class in 9th grade. Got put out in 10th grade and passed 10th grade type shit, like, cause I was doing my work, like. I wasn't like really like skipping class type shit. Like, I was going to school and shit like that. Like, in my class type shit, like. But motherfuckers was hating on me, bro. But anyway, and then like 11th grade, since I was like got put out, it was like, yo, I gotta make sure I'm about to graduate type shit. Like, fuck college. Like, nigga, are you gonna graduate? Like, what the fuck you gonna do? So I had to take extra classes, like online classes and shit and all this other shit. And then 12th grade, it was just like, yeah, bruh, I'm not going to college.
Yeah, by 12th grade year, I was like, look, I have no plan. I didn't even take the SAT. I don't have no money. I don't have no scholarships. I got an average GPA. I'm just about to go to the military. That's exactly what I let me just not waste no time. Just go to the military, gain some experience. By the time I come out, I have some money for school. That was the plan. Never went though, but I always think about that alternate timeline and where I would potentially be. Cause I'd have definitely. I could have made a career out of it, but I always told myself 4 years and I was out.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. I was gonna go to the Navy too, bro. Motherfucking, I'm so glad I didn't, but at the same time, it's like I could have got that shit out the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
my kid gonna go to college right now.
You could have got that shit with
But my
18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's what I'm saying. 22. Could have went to school after that. Like, can't you go to? I don't know. You probably could. You probably can. Nah. Can you go to school in the military? Like, yeah, as an active.
Yeah. Like, you
got some extra shit like that.
Yeah, I think if you do some type of reserve type shit.
Yeah.
Or like you going to like the thing that you sign up for in any the military, like if you like doing like IT, and you sign up for IT, then you go to school for IT while you doing it, and like you have to like leave certain weekends and certain whatever. No.
Shit, that sound cool. That sound cool. But nah, I'm good on that.
Summer's almost here, bro.
It's like 60 days away.
60 days.
63. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. The flowers are starting to bloom. It was hella bees and wasps outside today.
I always love seeing bees, bro. Bees and worms.
So you know it's about to turn up.
I mean, it just like nature. You know what I'm saying? Like when it rains in the morning or whenever, like overnight, and then you see a worm trying to get back to the thing. Like I didn't see that for a while, bro. Like around I don't see fireflies. I don't see bees or fucking like worms and shit. And I'm like, bro, this place is a fucking death trap right now, bro.
Yeah, that's because that area low key. I mean, it's no natural. I don't want like it's trees and shit, but like there's like at like parks though, like it's not, you know how you could walk around here and it's like there's a tree, there's a bunch of trees, and there's just like a forested area across the street for no reason.
Yeah,
it's nothing like that around there. I mean, like I said, like little cuts, the dome, but not really. Not really. Not really.
all I ever was to be successful. Nigga shit in my childhood, bro. Hey, we gotta fight.
Nah, I mean, shit, I'm from the same area, low key. A mile down the highway.
Huh?
Bop. Mile down the highway. I was surrounded by liquor stores.
Bro, I was just over there yesterday. I'm going back a little. For no fucking reason, I regretted it.
They opened up a tobacco shop where the Foot Locker used to be.
For no reason. But at the same time, like, I kind of get it, because, like, I feel like that Foot Locker was probably getting robbed a lot.
I just feel like it wasn't getting no business.
No. Don't fucking tell me that. Because I used to fucking go to that joint, and motherfuckers used to be standing in line for shoes, nigga.
On drops, but other than that, the joint was not. And then like even at that, like even when the drops was coming, it wasn't like the lines of lines. Like once or twice, but that joint was just, it wasn't getting that much business. It had a really bad homeless problem, which was increasing the less business, and that shit just went down to shit. I literally, I lived across. I watched that shit happen. Like I watched that place go from like a respectable Foot Locker to, this is the place where bums come to sleep. For whatever reason, I don't know why. Maybe it's cause like the jump. Nah, for real. I don't know. Maybe it's because like the ledge come off and blocks the rain. I don't know, but niggas just decided like this is where, after I come from Palmer's Liquor, I'm walking to Foot Locker, and yeah, right here. What's good?
Nah, bro. I'm trying to tell you, like, on sneaker drops, they used to sell out every time.
I don't doubt that. But that jump was dry as shit though. Like the foot action in the shopping center was getting more action than Foot Locker. Once they opened up, it was over for Foot Locker. That shit was finished. I think did Foot Action replace the Ashley Stewart?
That joint was still there.
I can't remember what that
joint got replaced later on.
But yeah, once that Foot Action opened up, it was over for that Foot Locker. Sad day.
I tried so hard. Hey.
I gotta see what they stock is at right now. I'm curious.
Who, Foot Locker?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't even have stock. I never checked.
He's probably like some big ass corporation that own all of those companies or shit.
It's Foot Locker.
I ain't lying, y'all.
This some ass.
My boy lying.
Stock game. That shit looking sad. It's a good time to get in though. It's a good time to get in.
Yo, do you think you could alright, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Tell me an animal that you think you could beat up besides like dogs or cats, so like anything like that, you know what I'm saying? That you would like encounter like in wildlife. Or do you think you could beat any animal?
Nah, I can't. Well, barehanded.
I mean, yeah, barehanded or like with a knife at best.
Knife at best. How big is the knife?
6 inches.
6 inches. Blade. The blade is 6 inches.
Yeah.
Alright, so I got a handle with a 6-inch blade. I mean, what's out there? Cause I could definitely. You said I can't. No cats and dogs.
Yeah. Like if you ran into a bobcat or you ran into like
I kill a bobcat. I kill a mountain lion with it. I feel like I could kill a mountain lion with the knife. I feel like if I had the knife duct taped to my hand, I could take on the chimpanzee. I don't feel like I could beat the chimpanzee unless the knife is duct taped to my hand. I'm not gonna hold you. And then after that, I definitely fuck a kangaroo up with a knife.
I feel like I could beat a kangaroo up with my hands.
You probably could, but them Jones know how to fight. Them Jones know how to like on some stink meaner shit, like jump, drop kick you with both feet, and then come back down and land. Them Jones is crazy,
bro. I know about kangaroos, bro.
You gonna grab your ass.
But like you, the thing about kangaroos, like, it's all about like they really are like on some boxing shit. So it's like they gonna try to jump, kick you, and grab you and punch you and shit like that, right? So you bait them in. You keep your distance, but once they jump, you try to like sidestep them.
He fought kangaroos before.
Hey, don't ask me how I know.
You was in the wild with Bear Grylls. Nah, but after that, I don't. See, there's prey animals like antelope and deer, but I feel like that's too easy. I feel like I have to talk about predator animals. And at that point, because I'm not beating any other primate, I'm not beating a gorilla.
I feel like if I ran into like a bobcat, if it was like a baby one or like some type of mountain lion, like if it was like a small one, like a cub or some shit, I can kill it. But like in a dog, I would have faith in myself. I
I
would be confident. I would be confident, but bro,
I feel the same way about a mountain lion as I do a dog.
Like
if a dog attacks me,
bro,
I'm gonna beat that dog's ass. Same thing with a mountain lion.
But listen. Like you can try. Like the velocity, the speed is on a different level. Like you can't compete.
Nah, I'm sorry, but maybe I need to like go to a zoo and like look a mountain lion in the face, but like I just feel like
maybe you should look at a YouTube video.
I just feel like I would beat the shit out of a mountain lion. I feel like you said, like I don't even need the knife. Honestly, like I feel like I would just hand.
The mountain lion is gonna beat way more than you off bucks. The mountain lion is gonna be like around 200 pounds, 190 off bucks.
Let me see. I'd beat the shit out of this jump. Let me see.
All that motherfucking gotta do is get a motherfucking paw. You know what? Nigga, fuck your ass up, nigga.
I'm telling you.
My man really, I think he could beat a mountain lion,
y'all. Yeah, I could take this jump. I could do it.
No sirski. No sir. I don't think it's possible, y'all. But hey, the NBA playoffs is about to start on Saturday. Who you think is gonna win? Let me fucking know in the comment section. So
you making any bets?
Nah, I didn't gamble this year. Like I'm so glad I didn't keep going into this shit, but I'm mad at myself that I didn't at the same time. So I was like,
you feel like you missed out on some shit you could have won.
Yeah, but I haven't took any big losses either. So it's like I only made big winnings. So I felt like it was like on some stocks type shit. Like, yo, I got my money. Let me get the fuck out of here before I start losing money. Like,
yeah, nah, it's the best thing to do. Take profits. Take them profits.
But I mean, I just had to be smart. I couldn't get greedy. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't use my blessing as a, like, get over on people. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even know what the fuck happened in the world.
Russia's still going crazy.
I mean, they are, but I mean, I guess they didn't fully execute the plan. I don't know how true that is or whatnot, but hey, China is on full well, not China, but like Shanghai was only going full lockdown. Certain parts of China is on lockdown for like COVID.
Yeah, I seen an article today on Reddit. They said they were asking to kill all the pets of people infected with COVID.
Yeah, I did see some shit like that too. I don't know how true that is. And it was like I seen like they had like a bunch of like cats and dogs in the net. That shit, and I was like, what the fuck? It could have been a picture from far back. Could have been a picture recently. Like that's the thing about the internet. Like this whole censor thing and misinformation.
Yeah, bro.
It's like I don't fuck with it because only certain people can control the narrative. Like once you allow that, you allow for people to control the narrative. But at the same time, like if somebody can post that picture that I saw today from 5 years ago, and I believe in it is from today, and it could be from today. I mean, I don't fucking know whenever the picture was, but like recently. But
that shit is fucking trifling, bro. Just like you just saying that just really made me think like the absence of shit like Best Score and Live Leak. Like we would actively be seeing. I mean, don't get me wrong, we get glimpses of videos and stuff, but like imagine the insight that we would have into just the Russian and Ukraine conflict if those sites were still a thing.
Yeah.
The insight that we would have into that shit would be on a whole nother level. And it's like you said, like, because, and don't get me wrong, I'm not like suggesting like, yeah, just look at gore because it's like it's up there, but there was a deeper part to it. It was like the internet is sharing information, streaming information to its rawest form to anyone who can access it. And at this point, it's like you said, you can control the narratives because you're not actually seeing what's going on. You're not actually seeing what's going on. You know what's crazy? I personally would have never actually believed that Asian people ate dog until I seen those videos of them like roasting the hair off of dogs and dipping them in water and stuff. I would have never believed that, but because I seen that with my own two eyes, I know it to be true. And nowadays, for instance, let's just say like 10 years goes by, some kid growing up. Not to say that knowing that is important, but it's just an example.
Yeah.
The censorship through the scrubbing of the internet is disgusting, in my opinion. I don't like it at all. At all. It's horrible.
Yeah. And I guess they just like banned like the Russia thing on like Reddit that was like posting footages like pretty much Russia perspective of the war type shit. So it was like all pro Ukraine.
That's another thing too. Reddit, y'all failing me. Reddit, I always felt like Reddit and Tumblr were the last true pieces of the internet as far as media, like social media application type goes, and even them are starting to the subreddit was it Make My Coffin got banned today. It's like should be like, bro, just take me back to 2009. That should make me wish I had a machine. I could go back to 2009 and make a machine that is just copying shit. It just copies things from the internet and stores them onto a larger database, and so I could create like a time machine. Not a literal time machine, but a time machine for the internet. Like you could go in and go see like what was going on in MySpace in 2003 type shit.
You know what's crazy? I was just thinking today, like on some like, I wish I can go back like in some type of archive and see what was playing on TV this day.
Exactly. Yeah, nah. It's and I've always been interested in archived media and more specifically lost media. It's just very interesting. It's very interesting to think like something was created, existed, and was like shared and adorned by many people that just like fell out of the chain of passing on for whatever reason, and now like the only copy of it ever is in some like old man that died fucking storage unit in a chest or some shit like that. That's the only copy that ever existed. It's the only one that made it through time.
Yeah, I just think about like all those like TV guides. Like TV guides were a thing. Oh, it's coming on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're coming like.
Yes,
bro.
sir. Looking at the motherfucking paper, nigga. Not a TV guide on the TV. Talking about the paper, like, oh yeah, 7 o'clock. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tune in for that. That's a bet.
But we need to make some like TV guide type merch.
You mean like an actual TV guide or like a shirt with the TV guide on it?
Yeah, like a shirt, something, or either or.
Yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds like a cool That sounds like a cool design idea for like a flyer.
Yeah, we might have to cut the scenes.
Not for real.
mean, I don't even think niggas gonna watch the whole thing anyway. I see analysts, nigga. So no, the real ones out there, I see who you are, and I appreciate you for watching all the way through, and I appreciate anybody that check in. I'm not gonna shit talk anybody that don't got time to watch an hour or so podcast, cause I understand. Just hit the like button. I mean, but I got a theory, and I'm gonna say this, and we can wrap this episode up. The downfall of Tumblr was Twitter trying to take them out. I feel like Twitter like low key cut Tumblr off.
Nah, I can tell you what the downfall of Tumblr was. The downfall of Tumblr is interesting because it was a blessing and a curse. The downfall of Tumblr was Yahoo buying it. That was the downfall of Tumblr. They improved certain things, like the video player on Tumblr was some shit that needed to be fixed. Like you could have the best signal ever, and you sitting there waiting for 6 minutes for a 2-minute video to load. That needed to be fixed. The bots needed to be fixed, and there was a lot of stuff on Tumblr. And don't get me wrong, and I'm not even in that same breath, I'm not gonna say that because that's just not my cup of tea. But it was some things on there that just didn't need to be seen, honestly. Like there was this thing called Tweaker Nation, and like niggas was like I do meth, yeah. Look at this rock, Tweaker girl, and oh she's so hot. I wish I could hit that rock with you, baby. And it was just a very what the fuck is this culture? Like what is this? Like how did this come to be? Shit like that. But personally, I can't even say that. I can't even say that. That's some weird shit to me, but that's what made Tumblr though. Like it's anybody.
I wish I could hit that rock with you, baby. Fuck no.
Nah, like no bullshit, bro. I'm trying to tell you, them niggas was seriously saying shit like that.
Tweaking it. I'm so glad. Like I was when I grew up. I wasn't big on social media. Like I didn't feed into it. Like social media was like a summertime thing for me. I didn't get on social media like during school. I didn't even give a fuck about it. It wasn't until I got an iPhone to where it was like.
Yeah, nah. For me, but we had the AOL dial-up. I made a MySpace. I made a MySpace in like 6th, 7th grade. And then I made a Facebook. I made a Facebook probably like 9th grade. I didn't make an Instagram until after graduation.
I mean, I had an Instagram like.
I made my Instagram and my Snapchat around the same time, like 2015-ish.
I had Instagram in 9th grade, but I had a Bebo and MySpace in 4th grade.
You said 4th grade? Yeah, nah, I wasn't on there.
Hey Bebo. Social media, man.
Yeah, nah, I feel like the old template of MySpace could come back. It could make the comeback.
Yeah. Hey, we gonna be the ones that make it cool. Hey, we need a check. Y'all experimented on us with social media, man. We need that money back. Don't you know how if you a loved one took Johnson & Johnson, you have ovarian cancer, please call this number. You may be entitled to a check.
I'm entitled to compensation. Instagram, MySpace.
Nah, for real. Tweaker Nation.
What's that nigga name? Facebook nigga Mark Zuckerberg. I need that shit.
Z Burger. That's that nigga name now. Z Burger.
You ever had Z Burger?
Yeah, I had Z Burger. It was good. It was good. The fries was not.
Yeah, it was not. I was about to say the fries are some ass. The burger is it's okay. It's not better than Five Guys in my opinion.
I don't think it's not too many burger places that's better than Five Guys, in my opinion.
But even Five Guys sometimes be overdoing it. They be overdoing it with the oil. I feel like a good counter to Five Guys is White Castle. It's very light.
Like you said, I haven't been to White Castle, and maybe we should go to White Castle next weekend.
Bro,
that's like I gotta go to the baby shower. Fuck. But hey, this was a cool episode. I didn't even have shit to talk about, so we kind of freestyled this motherfucker. To be honest, TBH. But shout out to Earl Spence. Good luck this weekend, Saturday, April 16th, against Ugas. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying, but good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
Hope you straight. Hope you make it.
This was another episode of the SLCT podcast, and I appreciate y'all for